What is fucking good, everybody? I see the chat's already popping off. Kayla, number one. What's good, girl? Philip, glad to see you in here, man. Aurora, Lance. Fuck, everybody's in here. Mike, Tucker, what's good, you guys? Man, I was just hanging out with this girl while I was waiting for the stream to start and didn't realize she just finally got over 1,000 grams. Nice little lesser clown girl. So that's exciting. Shit, what's up? Everybody's in here. Always number one. Bradley, Zach, fuck everybody. Jamie, Mindy, how you guys all doing? Let me go ahead and throw this girl back and let's get to chatting. You're good. Come on. Hey, what's good, you guys? Thanks for jumping on here. So, as you guys obviously saw from the title and intro, we are now the Snake Nerd Lounge. The Reptile Lounge was great, but it didn't seem quite right. I've always had the tag of the Snake Nerd. That's kind of just, one, what I've been known as, and two, it's kind of just what I am. I mean, I'm a snake nerd. That's what I do. I love all sorts of reptiles. You guys know that. I mean, obviously I got monitors and other sorts of reptiles as well, but really what our focus and our niche is here is snakes. And the Snake Nerd Lounge just seems so much more fitting. And, I want this to be the Snake Nerd family, basically. So, all of you guys in the chat, you guys are part of the Snake Nerd crew. And, I just feel like it was needed, and moving forward, it's going to be a really good thing. I'm hoping to bring on a lot more people on this stream. We've got guests coming up on the next few weekends, so make sure you guys jump in on those streams as well. On top of that, isn't that a badass logo? Come on, it's pretty fucking cool. Like, let's just throw that up. That's a badass logo. So with that said, I'm going to jump right into it for you guys. I've been teasing you guys with merch and dropping a website and everything. We are now 100% live. www.thesnakenerd.com. You will find all of our available snakes, links to our videos, links to our IG, as well as a shitload of merch, both from D's Balls and Exotics and the Snake Nerd Lounge merch. It's already up. You guys can go there right now. Wait till after the stream, or if you're on a separate device, go check it out. It's all live, ready for you guys to enjoy. Let me know what you guys think. I put quite a bit of work into it, so hopefully it's all right. And you guys can find everything there. So I've been teasing people with merch and stuff long enough. It's all there, laid out. Go check it out. Let me know what you guys think. I'm excited about it, and I think it'll be a really good thing. As well as that, if you guys want to take, being part of the Snake Nerd family to the next level, hit me up. I'll send you the link to join our Discord. It's a public Discord. We chat all things reptile related. There's channels or servers, whatever Discord wants to call it, for pretty much everybody on there. You've got colubrids, you've got other reptiles, you got berms, you got, everything. Just, you guys want to be a part of that? You guys want to join a group with a bunch of like-minded, really cool individuals? Jump on the Discord. So definitely check that out. Let me know what you guys think, and shoot me a message if you want that Discord link. And Kayla, you want to make a request? What is your request? I don't know. I don't want to say yes. I mean, yes, it's just a request, but I don't know if I'll do it. Yep, colubrids. Thank you, Mindy. Thanks, Bradley. I'm excited. You want to see Yoshi? I will pull out Yoshi in just a minute. You know what? I can probably grab my... You guys are probably going to see me get shit on right here because he always shits on me. Hold up. I will grant that request. He's actually just chilling. We just redid his enclosure yesterday. Swapped out all of his branches with some wider pieces of cork bark and stuff. So, you know, he's getting to be a little bit bigger. He can bask a little easier. Let me grab this dude out. What's up, Yosh? Hi, bud. Yeah, hi, buddy. Actually, you know what? Let's just grab this entire piece. What's up, buddy? It's okay. It's okay. You're fine, big guy. Oh, there you go. All right. If he comes around, there's Yosh. Now that I'm all kneeling all funky. Oh, you ain't getting my ear, little homie. You can go up on top of the head. We'll see if he moves. I think he wants my ear. It's the only thing I get worried about with him on my shoulder. I swear he just wants to bite my ears. Shit on our bite for the win. Thanks, Bradley. No, he's a really cool lizard. There he goes. Right on top of the head. Let's see. Maybe I can aim this up for you guys just a bit. I have cuts on the top of my head, but what else is new? He's really cool, though. Super chill. There we go. What's up, bud? Give him head pets. Really cool lizard. Let's see if I can get him off my head for a second without cutting my neck open. There we go. Hey, it's okay, bud. It's okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Yep. So that's what's up. Jerome, what's good, man? Jake, what's up? All right, let me put this guy away because he's scratching the fuck out of my head now. You're all right, bud. Let's chill. Whoop. We cool? There you go. Good boy. Thanks, buddy. I'll get you some berries in a bit or something. All right, there we go. Made it out without getting my ear cut open. He clawed the fuck out of that putting him back in there. But there you go. That's Yoshi. Really cool animal. Oh, did you guys just hear that? I literally just missed the shit. Thank God I put him away. Damn. So I'll repeat it again for Jerome and Jake since you guys just jumped on. Basically, you guys saw from the title and the logo, we are now the Snake Nerd Lounge. I just feel like it's a lot more fitting just to kind of recap everything I said before. If you guys would like to know, go ahead and watch. It's only a few minutes. But with that said, I've been teasing people with merch and everything for a long time. So we finally launched our website. It's thesnakenerd.com. No commas, no spaces, nothing like that. Just www.thesnakenerd.com. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. There's merch on there for both D's Balls and Exotics and the Snake Nerd Lounge. You'll find links that'll automatically redirect you for our available snakes to my Morph Market page. You're going to find the gallery page that'll automatically redirect you to my Instagram. You'll find our Facebook link there. You'll find everything right there. Super easy. Just thesnakenerd.com. Super simple. Check it out. Let me know what you think. You know, I might be biased, but I think there's a lot of cool merch there, including some shit you ain't going to see from other people. I mean, we got drawstring bags, hats, laptop cases, canvases, bikinis. If you want your girl wearing the flyest bikini around, I got you. Check it out. I mean, literally everything. There's hoodies, t-shirts, all that good shit. I got a bunch of more stuff I'm going to add. There's also some limited edition stuff that I'll drop it on you periodically. You'll know, but it's coming. I'll just say that. But let me know what you guys think of everything that's up there. Super excited about it. So, what's good, J-Dog? Thanks, Aurora. And so with that said, you know, moving forward, I kind of mentioned it before, we're going to have a lot more guests, but I also think what I'm going to do is kind of alternate it. So I think what we'll do is have 2 or 3 guests a month, and then 1 or 2 streams where it's kind of just open chat and us going back and forth. As much as I do really love bringing guests on and being able to kind of share, you know, basically people I know and admire in the hobby with you guys and bringing their collections to you guys and others, I also want to connect with you guys on more of a personal level. I want to know what projects you guys are excited for, what you're working on, everything that, you know, just everything about you guys. That I'd like to get to know everyone who's jumping on here and supporting me and what I'm doing. And this is also a place, if you guys have questions, ask. You know, if I don't know the answer, I'm sure somebody in the chat might, or we can all learn the answer together. That's kind of what this is all about, is just growing as a community, Jesus Christ. And just learning from one another and getting to know each other better. So I think we'll do partial guest, you know, maybe 3 streams a month with a guest and 1 stream where it's just open chat, or 1 or 2. We'll see how it goes moving forward, but that's really what I want to do. And that way we can still keep that personal level, but also still showcase some more people. The Snake Nerd Lounge is just going to be so much more fitting for that. And I mean, look behind me. It's just a bunch of fucking snakes because I'm a snake nerd. Come on. Philip, we will be having hats drop soon. I'm waiting to get the sample orders in on those, just because I know everything else is completely good, but the hats, I don't know if the embroidered on the hats that they have are good. There is a beanie up currently. Other than that, though, the other hats are waiting. I want to see them first. Bam, Mindy's got it. Yeah, hats seem to be difficult. I didn't like the way it looked embroidered. The Snake Nerd Lounge logo looked better, at least from the mock-ups, but we'll see. We'll see. Moto's Danger Zone. Just got a Rhino Viper. Any tips? I could go on forever about that. If you're 100% serious, I mean, let me know. I'd like to ask, what is your previous experience with HOTS? I don't keep HOTS. Oh my God. I can't talk, guys. By the way, I'm on day 11 with no energy drinks. So it's kind of fucking with me, but we got this. No more headaches. All good. What's your experience with them? And just all around, you know, I guess history with HOTS, because that's a hard question. I mean, I hope you're not just jumping in with a Rhino Viper. I'd say that was probably a bad call, but I do have a lot of experience with HOTS. Oh, you already have a Mojave rattlesnake? Well, I mean, both are fairly similar. As far as specific Rhino Viper care, I can't help you. If you hit me up in DMs on IG, I can send you some of my friends who do have rhinos. That'll be able to give you a better idea. To name one right off the top of my head, hit up Dylan Heine from CBC Exotics. Just let him know that you have questions and I send him your way. I'm sure he'll give you a hand and help you out. Otherwise, as far as like handling, really it's not much different than your rattlesnake. Use your proper procedures, be safe, use a hook, don't touch them. I mean, really, there's no need to touch hots. You can tool them. It's perfectly fine. Use a double hook. If you don't already for your rattlesnake, I'd recommend getting a wider bodied hook. Something, they have the Midwest tongs. Check them out. They've got the nice fatties. It's going to be a lot better for their larger body structure. You really don't want to lift up a large rhino with just, a small hook, like, say, let me just grab these. So these are the hooks I use for my burns, right? But this is different. What I'm using these large snake hooks for is simply to let them know that it's time. If you're picking up a large bodied snake, they make snake hooks just like this, much wider bodied. Check them out. Definitely worth the money. I'm actually trying to find somebody who can do a custom one because I would like this color scheme, just like everything else. I love my black and green, but I want a wider bodied hook. Now, you also obviously want like a nice 4-footer, not a little 2-foot like this. Oh, Venom Life. Yes, Bradley. They have some cool hooks too. I'm so used to Midwest tongs. It's kind of my go-to. Oh, so that's why you've been silent. Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, it's just been a really hectic week overall. We've had a lot of stuff to do. Still expanding on the rodent shed and working on all of that. Setting up all the stuff for the website, obviously, taking care of everybody. It's just been a really hectic week. That on top of stopping drinking energy drinks. So I haven't had a Rockstar in 11 days. I've had a couple cups of coffee to help curb the like migraines and stuff. And I've also been doing that workout challenge. So just between those, it's been hectic, to say the least. Yeah, Motos, I guess my best tip, Jesus Christ, maybe I need more coffee, would be to hit up Dylan, tell him I sent you as far as like specific care requirements, temperature, substrate, stuff like that, because I'm not familiar with rhino vipers in particular. Really, you'd want to hit up somebody with more experience for that one. Building an igloo, Josh. Can't talk at all. Maybe I should just go back to drinking Rockstar. Fuck. Yoshi is a rhino iguana. If we want to be really specific, he's a blue phase rhino iguana. Yeah, Mindy, I got to finish today's out. I'll probably do that after the stream, but I still need to get Carmela on the bottom here cleaned. She's started to move over to the hot side, so pretty sure she's going to go real soon. Man, on top of that, you guys got a bunch of girls who are getting super close. We've got our big classic girl who's about to drop. We've got our het pied, our het puzzle, our yellow belly, our pastel yellow belly. All of those girls are extremely close to dropping. And then just shortly behind them, Persephone should be dropping here shortly. That is our GHI Mojave yellow belly. And then after that, it's going to be a little drop. But all those girls are getting super close, super thick. They've either ovulated or they're extremely close to ovulating. So that's super exciting. What am I excited for this season? Really, I'm super excited. Sorry, guys, seriously. It's no caffeine things getting to me. Super excited about the puzzle stuff. I paired my het puzzle girl to a spot nose puzzle, or spot nose het puzzle. So I'm hoping to hit spot nose puzzles. And then I've also have a yellow belly het puzzle who just started locking. So hopefully she goes this season and we can hit some spot nose, yellow belly visual puzzles. Be super excited about that. Excited for some banana pieds. I'm really hoping to hit some females there. And then a pairing she hasn't started locking yet, but I'm sure she'll start by the end of the year. She's probably going to go a little bit later, but is my Pastel Highway. Not only is it a girl that I hatched out and raised up, so it's going to be one of the first girls that I actually hatched, I raised up, and I'm pairing again to another animal that I produced. But I'm super excited for that pairing. So it's going to be my Fire Gravel male to the Pastel Highway, both animals I produced, and they both should be ready. It'll probably be what you might consider next season, but really just later this year. I just want to give them both a few more months. The male's still a little bit small. She's kind of ready, but she's not building yet. So fingers crossed on that. I'm really excited about that. I really love the gravel stuff. I really want to see some super gravel stuff. And then, fire in there. You can't go wrong with fire or anything. And pastel I can live with or without. It really depends on the combo. But either way, super excited about those pairings. And then as far as what's going to lay here real soon, besides the puzzle, the one het puzzle girl, really excited about Persephone. I just really, for being a GHI Moho YB, she is super dark. A lot of the guys have seen me show her off before. She is extremely, extremely dark for what she is. So I really want to see if we can continue that, line breeding that for the darkest animals and see where we can go with that. So I'm excited about that. I guess I'm really excited about everything, to be honest with you. I mean, I could keep going. I'm just excited about, there's not a single pairing this year that I'm not extremely excited about in one way or the other, because they're all for different projects. They're all for different stuff. Hopefully we're female heavy this year and I can hold back, a whole nother rack full of girls. But I'll be happy either way. I'm really excited for this season because in general, just because a lot of the stuff, more high-end stuff that we purchase is now up to size. They're now breeding, maybe not female-wise yet, but still have some really nice females laying. But, some of our powerhouse males are up to size. We have the Enchi Fire Leopard Blade Het Clown breeding. We've got the Leopard Clown Plus breeding. There's the Coral Glow Sugar Pastel Spot Nose who's breeding. So just really excited about everything, honestly. Hell yeah, Tucker. What that leads me to ask though, I want to know what your guys' favorite pairings are for this season. What's if you had to pick, say, one or two pairings that were your favorites? Excited for my Firefly Clown to Mojave. Hey Joel, that'll be badass, man. Hit some Firefly Mojaves, Het Clown, hold back all those girls, man. At least that's what I would do. I'm horrible at holding back females. I pretty much want all of them to just stay here. Oh, that's awesome, Joel. Have you already started pairing them? And, how far along is your girl? She seemed like she's developing, getting thicker. How's that going? Was good, Angel? The hoggies are good, man. Jerome, possible Batman's Mocha Arroyo to Bongo Pastel and Banana Highways. God damn, bro. You hit Banana Highways and you sell any, you better hit me up, homie. That's awesome, man. Trying to think about Mocha Arroyo to Bongo Pastel. Has that been made yet? I'm kind of curious. I don't see much Mocha and Arroyo in general. And then even Bongo, I mean, you see it more nowadays, but maybe it's just because I'm in, a lot of other niche groups that I don't see Bongo stuff as much either. Fucking killing it, man. She's getting big. Sweet. Hope she goes for you, man. That'll be awesome. Never refuses food. Well, then the day she does will be a good day, by the sounds of it. Not that you know of. Dude, that'll be badass. I'm going to have to keep my eyes peeled for that. That'll be awesome. You guys see this goofball behind me? He just plops down. The dude's such a little beast. Ever since I put all those branches, you know, and savannas are mainly a ground-dwelling species. I honestly did not think he would climb as much as he does. I do exercises with him where I make him climb up all those logs in order to, you know, get his food and eat. I also make him come out. I put some milk crates in front here and make like a staircase. So it's like 2 and then 1. We'll make him climb out, and I'll make him run around this entire room to get his food. But I'm amazed at how much this dude has actually been climbing. It's kind of fun to watch. Asked in several groups and a couple guys that deal with both, and nobody has seen him. Fuck yeah, dude. That's exciting. Keeping the females and one male. Hell yeah. Keep them all, man. I'm horrible at wanting just to hold everything back. Yeah, dude, he's crazy. It's so weird watching him climb that much, man. So weird. Newt. What are you talking about, Kayla? You trying to say noob? I don't know what you mean. Get hooked in Florida. Mike, I don't know who that is. You're going to have to clarify for me, man. Yeah, so, man, dude, I'm just overall so freaking excited. Lots of life changes happening. You know, just lots of good things coming, I guess, is really the best way I can put that. You guys are just going to have to trust me and come along for the journey and find out, because there's just so much cool stuff coming. And I can't spit it all out at once. We also can't do it all at once. So you guys are just going to have to join the journey, man. But I called Luda a Newt. Well, you know. And she fireflied a banana pairing is about to go. My female's got 5 big ass golf balls. She shut up. Dude, that's awesome, Tucker. Got 4 GDP pairings going hard right now. Man, I wish you the best of luck on those. From everything I've heard, it's not that easy, and even from us talking, you know. Angel, my man. Dude, I'm just like, it's hard to put it in words and explain to you guys all at once, because one, I will geek out like all hell and ramble for way too fucking long, and I got shit to do. But on top of that, I'll overload you with information, so we'll space it out. But just trust me, lots of big things coming. Really hoping the rodent facility will be, well, right now we're at capacity. So once they start producing, we are saving up, tearing it down completely, replacing it with a new shed. It should be about 3 times the size. And then that'll be completely loaded as soon as that's done. So hopefully hitting our goal of, 200 plus colonies by the end of the year. The PVC cages, those aren't quite needed just yet, but they'll be happening here soon. So all those are getting done. You guys already got a sneak peek on one of my other live streams of one super extremely high-end snake that's about to be in this collection. So I'm super excited to show that girl to you, but I ain't saying shit until she shows up and you guys see her. If not, you guys will have to go check out and find out which stream it was. And those who know in the comments, don't drop it. Keep that shit. But super excited, man. And so many girls going this year that are just, I don't know, I'm super excited for every pairing, man. Every single pairing. I'm upset about one. My granite girl will not lock for shit. She showed signs. She had 24 millimeter plus follicles, was looking good on the cold side, eating like a fucking champ, but will not lock with my male. And it's not the male. He's trying and trying and trying. She is just not receptive. So I don't think that's going to happen. But, I'm okay with it. It's whatever. I'll wait till next season. We'll see if she goes. There is one other pairing. I two other pairings really that I really want to do next year. So I don't even know if I will actually pair the Granite Girl next year. She might have to wait until her 5th year. And then we'll see how she's doing. But, you know, Carmela's going to go. As much as I didn't want her to, she makes some absolutely stunning babies. A bunch of people have reached out and want albinos and normals from Gizmo and her. So, you know, that'll be exciting anyway, just to be able to help some friends out who wanted babies from pairing I wasn't going to do. And then, you know, just all the balls and everything, man. Just super stoked. Just super stoked. Rhino iguana cage should be, you know, within the next 6 months. He'll be getting upgraded, which is basically going to be Luda's enclosure on top of Luda's enclosure, except for it'll be Yoshi's enclosure. You guys will see it. It's going to be badass. We're going to deck it out just like we did for Luda here. We'll have the background. He'll have everything he needs. It's going to be awesome. And I love doing stuff like that, decking out the enclosures. I really wish I could do it with my big snakes. The problem with doing it with big snakes is it's just not logical. I mean, I did use substrate for a long time with the big snakes, and they just shovel it out like a goddamn snow shovel. That is just, I mean, you go and you put, for an 8-foot cage, you're talking about 2 blocks of Repti chip. So even if you get it at a deal, right, you're still talking about $30 worth of Repti chip per cage. And then you go to pull that girl out once, and she shovels all of it out on the floor. On top of that, let's say she takes a piss. Now you need to replace that. Berms piss a lot. We're talking 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week sometimes, depending on the snake, depending on when it ate and its digestion, and if you're soaking it, whatever. Either way, you know, at least I'm cleaning my berm cages 2 to 3 times a week at least for each one. So if you're thinking about $30 in Repti chip for each cage, and I'm cleaning, let's say it was just those 4, right? And I'm cleaning those 4 twice a week, we're looking at 30, 60, 120, $240 a week in Repti chip being shoveled out on the floor full of piss, needing to be replaced, needing to be disposed of. All of that, it just doesn't make sense. It's not logical. It's not good for them to sit in it. So I use the heavy duty paper. Leopard, lesser, calico, banana, possible black pastel to normal. Dude, that's awesome, Jerome. Hopefully you hit some girls on that. Is that a mail maker or what's up with that? Thank you, Angel. I ain't changing, man. That's the way I want this shit to be. And with that said, the new stream is still going to be unfiltered. I'm still going to cuss. I might hit my fucking dab pen and blow it out the door. Like, that's just who I am. I want to keep it real with you guys and connect and just spit all this shit I'm excited about. You know, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I don't really have people in this room ever. One, it's a trust issue. My previous room, I had an attempted break-in my house. Thankfully, I got a good dog, and he said, fuck that person. There was blood all over my door, but that's another story. With that said, just the risk of mites. I mean, everything. Respiratory issues. If somebody, say I just let people over here to pick up their snakes and stuff. As much as I would love to do that, people aren't trustworthy all the time and could bring in bugs. I've had it happen when I was very selective of who came in my room, and still somehow mites got in my room, but yet I don't work in an environment where I could get mites. We don't really go to pet stores. You know what I mean? Like, it had to have came from somebody who was in here. So I keep a closed facility. So this live stream is just another way for me to connect and share, and just kind of hang out with you guys, you know? Oh, nice, madam. What kind of berms you got coming? And welcome, by the way. Thanks for jumping on. You'll definitely see a lot more berm content coming out shortly. I'm still trying to continue the history of Burmese videos. I mean, I'm really just running into a snag. One, with permission to use pictures from morphs that I don't have in my own collection, and I do get permission from the actual owners of every single picture and stuff I've used. On top of that, there's a language barrier for a lot of the overseas stuff, and I've been working on it literally almost every single day, trying to break these language barriers and communicate with these people and find translators and figure out the history on these morphs. It seems like now you can ask a lot of people. Nobody's going to tell you where half this stuff originated. You're not going to hear about where Fader originated, or Pied, for instance, or V Smoke, or anything like. They just say, oh, the biggest one is, and don't get me wrong, I love this dude, if you know who I'm talking about, but every time I communicate with him, it's, oh, uncle has it. Oh, uncle has it. Oh, this, oh, that. Like, that doesn't tell me the history, bro. I'm trying to, where was the original wild-caught animal found? What year was it found? When did you guys prove it out as recessive? When did you guys make the first combos? This is the type of information I want to find and bring to you guys, because you can find that information all day long on ball pythons. You can find that information all day long on a number of species. Finding all that information on berms for half the morphs is fucking proving to be almost impossible. So hopefully we'll be continuing those segments of videos here soon. Otherwise, I am going to do another video in regards to all of my Burmese pythons here shortly, just to give you guys a hint of what's about to be dropped. So stay tuned for that one. I think it'll be cool. Lots of not necessarily new additions. There'll be a few since the last video I did on that, but more so it's going to be looking at the growth rate of everybody and just kind of a overall, update on everyone. Male maker. Hey, still, hopefully you get some females. I have a male maker. He's actually one we're trying to prove out this year, whether he really is banana pastel yellow belly or if it's another gene in that yellow belly complex. But every year, he's supposed to be a male maker, but every single year he has thrown me females. So last year we held back 2 females from him. So I have 2 banana yellow belly females from him. So I'm really hoping he proves out, honestly, as like gravel or asphalt or something in that complex. We have him breeding to our big yellow belly girl. So fingers crossed there. She's getting really close. If that proves out, one, I'm going to be kind of salty with myself that I didn't do that pairing years ago, like my first season, because I had those animals. Well, second season for the big YB girl. But either way, I'm going to be salty. If I hit banana highways and that whole time I've been sleeping on that dude, I'm going to be salty with myself. Fucking A, Angel. Maybe, man. We'll see. We'll see. Hit me up. That's all I can say. Hit me up. It's not like an absolutely know people. It's just I have to really know you and trust you and know that you're good people. I already know you're good people, Angel. Hit me up. What's good, you? There's a guy in Florida that makes specialized snake. I'm assuming hooks. It's called Get Hooked in Florida. I'm not sure of his name. Oh, I'll have to check him out. I just love the black and green colors, man. And this hook has been one of my favorite hooks for the small snakes, my little blood or the younger berms, or even the colubrids when they try to attack me when I'm fucking feeding them. So this snake hook has actually came in handy. But I'd love to have the 4-foot version of this, but these colors, and I'd really like a wider body. It doesn't have to be that extra thick, 4 or 6 inch, but if I could just get like a 2 inch, just for the medium sized berms and everything. I never pick up big berms with the hook unless it's like right behind their head, and I'm kind of just like sliding them just a little bit towards the front of the cage in order to, one, snap them out of that food mode, but also so I can, go in and grab them. But I never actually like support any of the big 10-foot plus berms with a hook. So I don't need those, big wide hooks like you'd use on a big Viper or something like that. I mean, even at 7 foot, I really don't ever pick up the berms with a hook. It's almost all exclusively just tapping. couple breeders told me they had male makers that started throwing females. Yeah, I heard the same thing. I'm really interested to see, one, if he proves out, and, two, what we can hit. So, I mean, either way, we're going to either hit some banana highways or some banana ivories, hopefully. Hopefully highways or, freeway, whatever he proves out in that complex. All we know is it's YB something. The first time I bred him and he popped out that stuff because he was actually supposed to be a banana super pastel when I first got him. He was one of my original animals. But not everything was pastel, so there goes the super pastel. He's definitely not banana pastel, and he threw out all of these yellow belly looking animals. I went to all the different, I think it was like YASMB or some shit, Facebook groups, ID groups, posted really clear images of everything. I mean, I'm sure if you even look back on my Facebook from 4 years ago or something, 3 years ago, whatever, close to 4 years, you're going to see, those posts. And it's all yellow belly sort of animals. In my mind, okay, it's yellow belly. I verified it, did everything. The only thing I didn't do was breed him back to a yellow belly. I produced a bunch of banana stuff with him, but I had other males I was using for everything else. So I didn't prove it out. Okay, we know it's YB like in that complex, right? But what we don't know is YB, gravel, asphalt are all extremely similar by themselves. You can't tell the difference. So which one of those is he really? I'm excited to see. And I'm really hoping it's actually not yellow belly. I'll be happy either way. I mean, if we hit banana ivories and the fact that he throws females, if I can hit a banana ivory female, one, she's staying here. She ain't going nowhere. But two, that helps me out in the long run with my banana highway stuff too. So I think it'll be cool. Yeah, I mean, seriously, what, we got 20 viewers in here, you guys? Thank you so much for jumping on and listening to me rant and bullshit. And just supporting this journey, man. Almost every week we've had 20 plus people on, and that honestly amazes me. The fact that you guys are willing to spend your time, sit here and talk with me, that is so awesome. And I appreciate and have mad respect for all you guys do to that. And just everything you guys do in the hobby in general. Kayla, I'll make an exception. Yeah, hit me up, you. Should plan something out, man. Yeah, and I mean, that goes too. If you guys have any questions, just shoot them out there. I'm an open book. That's what this is all about. If you guys want to know stuff about me, doesn't necessarily need to be snake related, but just ask away. Might just call in for that one. Angel, what's good, bro? So that's one, you guys got to hear this story. Angel already knows because I sat there and bullshitted with him. We actually met up for the first time the other day. I had no idea. Obviously, you guys don't know where I'm at, so don't worry, Angel. But I had no fucking idea we were 5 minutes apart. Literally, like a couple turns, and I'm at his house. That was cool. Didn't know there was anybody that close to me. I mean, there's a few people here in Tacoma, Angel, but I didn't know anybody was like right in this area. So that's awesome. Angel's a good dude. He's got some fire stuff going on. Thanks for jumping on, man. Hey, thank you, man. I try, man. I try. I don't know. I just do me. I tried that whole, be politically correct and no swearing and all that. I just can't do it. Not here, not in this sense. It's different, A lot of you guys know my end goal is opening up a reptile zoo. I'll always breed, a little bit, but my end goal is to open up a reptile zoo in the local Tacoma area. One, I want it to be huge. I want it to be massive, educational, amazing exhibits, just really awesome animals so people can learn about everything. But that's different when I'm in front of people and I have kids in front of me and families and stuff like that. I think a lot of you guys can relate out there. Your tone is completely different. You're able to process and relay information in a completely different manner in that atrospect, right? It's also a professional setting. Whereas when I'm laid back in my fucking snake room and I'm trying to kick it and just chat with you guys and bullshit, I don't want that feeling, you know? That's fine for certain videos and stuff. When I'm doing the history of Burmese videos, I'm going to give it to you guys in a more educational sense because that's what those videos are about. That's not what these live streams are about. I just want to bullshit, man. Hang out in more of a personalized setting. No, dude, I was already going to ask if you'd come on mine. So let's work something out. Let's schedule some dates, man. I'll come on yours. Jump on the Snake Nerd Lounge one of these days. Let's plan it out. Let's make it happen, man. I've been waiting to reach out to a few of the guys that I really want on this show. One, it's been hit or miss asking some of the guys. Some of them really just don't want to do the live streams, including some of my favorite people, which kind of sucks because they're people I really wanted to bring you guys on. But two, I've also hesitated to ask people because I really wanted to get this live stream thing down, get everything going, and kind of, I wouldn't necessarily say develop my flow, but partially, and also just, I guess, be prepared for it in a sense. It's the best way I can word it. Yeah, man, that's crazy. No, that was a good conversation, man. I could have talked out there forever, but it was fucking cold. Cold as fuck. And even now, bro, I went out and looked at my car just a little bit ago. There's over a foot on my car. You can't even see the whole top of my SUV. It's just completely fucking covered. I was like, oh, guess I'm not going to the store right now. Tom was being loud working on the Cresty enclosure. That thing's looking awesome. I can't wait to see it when you guys are done. That's going to be really cool. You know what? Speaking of berms, you know who's looking really fucking good right now is Piglet. Maybe I'll pull her out in a minute. I don't think we've shown her often, a little bit. It's been a few weeks at least. And I know I haven't posted any pictures of her recently. She actually just came out of the blue. She hasn't even shed yet, but she is just looking so good lately. It's crazy the amount of blushing that's coming in on her head. We call that cherry head, line bred trait. Whole nother story. If you guys want to hear about it, ask away. But either way, just cherry head's coming in real nice, good blushing. She's just overall, it seems like her the hypo is just kind of getting brighter. Really interesting to see as things progress. Usually, one with a lot of snakes, but in particular, berms or say even balls, a lot of the genes kind of dull out as they age, and she's been getting better. It's kind of odd. I'm excited about it. Oh, you guys want to see it? All right. I'll pull this girl out. She's super awesome. I need keys. No, we are not eating, sweetie. Oh, you're fine. She would go all the way back in her house. Bear with me. You're all right, sweetheart. Pull that out. We good? There we go. And she's putting on some size lately, too. Okay. head back over there. All right, now that she wanted to be all testy, check this girl out, though. Like I said, she just came out of the blue. She has not even shed yet. So maybe here in a couple days after she actually sheds, I'll get some updated nice photos of her. But I mean, damn. Such a beautiful snake. Super excited about this girl. You can tell she's got some good body structure. Her tail end has always looked a little thick there because of her kink. But just such a beautiful animal. Love this snake so much. Right, Angel? Every time somebody brings up Monsoon, I'm just like, you know what? Seems like a tiny, super expensive granite Burmese to me. So, you know, I'm honestly not a fan of the Monsoon because of that exact reason. I'm like, well, why? I like my big snakes. I like berms. I already have a bunch of granite stuff, and they're fairly inexpensive for what they are. What is she? She is a hypogranite, possible het, albino green. She is also an Enigma line paradox animal. So let me throw her back and I will briefly explain that. But also, if you would like to kind of a little bit more of an in-depth, one of my last streams on the Reptile Lounge was with Jackie from Cold Hearted Exotics. She is the one who originally produced and proved out the Enigma line paradoxes with a majority of animals, excluding, I know there is a proven genetic line of paradoxed sand boas, but in a number of other species, paradoxing is considered 100% random. There is no proof of it being genetic, or for the most part, even line bred, able to be line bred as a trait, and not just a gene. But with the Enigma line paradoxes, Jackie has actually proved out that they have what they call familial inheritance. So out of almost every single clutch, she has produced paradox animals in one way or another through multiple generations, Piglet being one of them. When I get some photos of her, I'll get a good picture of her paradox spot. It's actually right near the kink in her tail. The kink is actually past her vent, has not caused her any issues. So when she is up to size, which I'm not going to rush on her, I'll probably take an extra year or two. But, I'm going to give her a chance at breeding. Either she does really good or she doesn't. I do have extremely high hopes, being as, like I said, the kink is, a little bit past her vent. It hasn't caused her any issues. I can almost unfold, uncoil her piglet's tail, for lack of better words, without any issue. I've actually done it since she was a baby. One, to strengthen that area. Two, to check for any issues, with scales curling up. You never know what could happen as far as scale rot or anything like that. So I'm very, very diligent about checking that every time she sheds, in between sheds. But it hasn't caused her any issues whatsoever. So hoping we can produce that out. But if not, I'll give you this drop. The next Burmese added in this room is one of the craziest examples of the Enigma line paradox ever produced. And she's mine. Very shortly, she'll be here soon. So you'll just have to stay tuned for that video. I can't give that all away right now. But either way, she is an Enigma line paradox. She's got a nice paradox splotch near her tail, as well as some little dots here and there throughout her whole body, but they're very small, minute, couple scalation here and there. But I think the Enigma line paradox project has a shitload of potential. If you guys are familiar with, say, like the Carmel Labs out there, one, you hardly ever see Carmel Labs. I mean, you see them and you're not really going to see them for sale. I've seen more pieds for sale than I have caramel labs, if that tells you something. But I really think, I mean, can you imagine a caramel lab with Enigma line paradoxing splotching? Especially if you get a really good example of that paradoxing, whether that comes out in black splotches or other colored splotches, dropping a hint at you guys. That would be an absolutely stunning fucking animal. One of a kind, you know, and each one's going to be a little bit different because of that Enigma line paradoxing. Some are going to have it, some aren't, but it is proven to have familial inheritance. So I'm really excited to work. That's just one of the projects, let alone just working it into lab and caramel separately, let alone pied when I finally get to add pied, hopefully this season. I'm really striving to save up and be able to do that. If you guys haven't seen pied berms, they're up there. Fingers crossed, I'll be adding either hets or a visual and het duo or trio this year. Really close, but we'll see. We'll see. Hey, speak of the devil, I talk about her and she shows up. So for that whole long rant I just went on, there we go. Jackie, which I will have on again on the Snake Nerd Lounge. We got to work that out, Jackie. We definitely have to do a part 2 or a part 1, however you want to consider that. Definitely want to get you back on here. There's so much more we could talk about. I mean, I know we went for hours that night, but I could have kept going too, man. So oh, sweet. Angel and Angel. There you guys go. Hey, that you know makes me want to kind of remind you guys too. If you guys see any of these people in the chat, everyone in the chat tonight I've seen are awesome people, have some amazing stuff. If you guys aren't following one another, make sure you go check each other out. I know almost all of you guys are on Instagram either with the same name, or you'll be able to search your YouTube handle and find it on IG. So make sure you guys check each other out, give each other a follow. That's kind of also what this is about, is growing all of us together. So make sure you guys go check each other's pages out. And definitely, if you guys want to know more about the Enigma line stuff, go check out my homegirl Jackie at Cold Hearted Exotic. She has some absolutely stunning animals. Not only does she have berms, she's got false water cobras. She's got some beautiful ground boas. She's got some beautiful retics and just awesome animals. So definitely check her out as well. Yes, Jackie. Yes. To both of those, yes. I'll hit you up after this stream. Let's schedule something here coming up. And man, I'm so excited for that girl. Like, words can't even express it. Jackie's heard it a million times, you guys, but she's probably getting annoyed at this point of me saying how stoked and excited I am. I probably sound like a little kid because seriously, that's how excited I am. I'm just super stoked about it. Honestly, I mean, I'll tell you guys right now, it's going to be the most expensive snake in my collection, if that tells you anything. And she's not even here, and she's one of my favorites already. Yoshi, can you calm down? I'm trying to talk to the people here. And, you know, your spaz attack is not helping the cause. Are we cool? All right, we're cool. We're cool. Exactly, Angel. It's all about growing as a community, man. And, you know, I'm just tired of seeing all the hate go around, all the bullshit, people not wanting to share information. I mean, I just think it's bullshit. I get why some of the old school guys hold stuff back. And I've said it before, you know, when I started breeding, I mean, even with balls, which is such a commonly worked species. Sure, there was some great YouTube videos and content out there, and there was some great stuff on the old forums and all that, as well as some people's web pages as far as breeding and everything goes. But when I had personal questions, I found it really hard when I first got into it to have questions answered and really get proper, you know, thorough info. It would be like, oh, here's the tidbit to help your one question. But then I'd be coming back with question after question and getting hesitating answers. And so, you know, and I'm not no pro, I'm still figuring stuff out, but I think I've got a system that's working pretty well for me. But even more so with the berms, getting proper information on them was like trying to fucking give them a kidney and I couldn't get an answer. I mean, Jackie helped me out a bunch, but other than a few people, select people who I finally found to actually really help answer my questions. And, you know, shameless plug for one of my Facebook groups, the Burmese Python Society, was extremely helpful with actual questions. One of the only Facebook groups I've found that is actually helpful. I might be, you know, and at the time, I'll say this, you guys will realize that I'm an admin for that group now. At the time I found this group, I was not an admin. Jackie can tell you guys that. I was a member of the group for a long time before I was ever asked to be a part of the admin team. And I really enjoy that group, whereas a lot of the Facebook groups are full of bullshit. But back to what, you know, my kind of original point is, it was hard for me to find info on that. Rodent breeding, I mean, luckily I found some old school guys who are willing to help me out. But that was like, nobody tells you the shit you need to hear, like how important ventilation is, how important it is to cycle your females and your males, but more importantly, your females, because you'll do great and then your production's going to dip like a fucking roller coaster and you're going to be left with no babies and you're going to wonder what happened. Because nobody told you that once those females have X amount of litters or are roughly X years old or, you know, X months old, that their production just goes. You know, a lot of guys didn't tell you too that if your temps drop too much, your production goes, or how much heat rats produce, and pneumonia, which just tells you how ventilation is key. I ran, you know, we ran our shed for a long time without ventilation or minimal, leaving the door open, stuff like that. But once you get to a certain number, that doesn't work. You need ventilation. You need holes in the wall and you need fans. It's the only way it's going to work, or duct, whatever. You need ventilation. It's fucking key to scaling up your rodent breeding. But all that information was hard to find. Or back to the berms, when I first started getting into that, people were telling me, oh, drop your temps down to this, drop your temps down to that. Come to find out, I've counted numerous just in the past few years that I've been doing it, snakes who have died from people giving that exact information. You know, I won't throw any names out there, but I know people who've lost a couple $1,000 females because somebody told them to leave their fucking window open and cool the room down. And then the room gets fucking, you know, super cold and you end up with RIs because berms don't tend to handle cold temps that well. I mean, at least not for prolonged periods of time. Not a lot of the bloodlines, at least that are in captivity, you know, the wild berms in Florida, that might be a bit of a different story. They're accustomed to that. A lot of berms in captivity, in my experience at least, maybe Jackie can elaborate on this, but they don't handle those temp drops like that. You can drop it a little bit, but the extreme drops I see people recommending, I've literally seen kill snakes, and I'm glad I never took their advice because I probably would not have Carmela still, you know, if I had taken that advice and dropped that temp down to the levels I was told to. Going to be sad, it'll be bittersweet, but I'm glad she's gone to someone so awesome. Thank you, Jackie. You know, I'll send you pictures all the time. I'm probably going to be spamming everybody with that snake when she gets here for a long time. It's going to be the hardest thing letting her settle in. I know I got to do it, but it's going to be hard. Yeah, I mean, Angel and I were talking about this when we met up, you know, just recently. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I don't want to be any part of that shit. I'm going to share what I know. I'm going to, you know, talk to everybody about it, and I'm going to learn everything I can. And that whole conversation right there, or rant that I just went on, is exactly why this is the Snake Nerd Lounge now. I want to know. I'm a nerd for knowledge like that. I want to know all of it. I strive to learn everything I can. If I'm not, you know, doing stuff here, whether it's, you know, in the reptile room with the rodents, you know, our other animals, I also have fish, you know, I have a giant sulcata who isn't in this room. We have rabbits, all the rodents, stuff like everything. if I'm not doing that or showing love on the community, you know, on other people's live streams or something like that, or, you know, anything in that regards, I'm trying to learn stuff. I've learned a lot of stuff from Jackie. Jackie's been such a help to me, as well as a few of the other guys on here. But it just seems so fitting that this is now the Snake Nerd Lounge. Just to tie all of that rant back together, it's just more reason this rebranding had to happen. And it's so fitting, just for, you know, what this is all pertaining to and who we all are. Josh, I will bore everybody. If I go back on the rant I just went on, everybody will click off this video and be like, fuck you, Dylan. So I'm sorry, brother. You're going to have to go back and look. Let me know what you think. Oh, shit. What's good, Chris? As you can tell, oh, shit. Antoine in the house. What is good, bro? Hey, thanks, man. It's a work in progress, but I love it. It's my happy place. A lot of the stuff in this room is actually out of view. Our rhino iguana is off here. People have seen the rack, or in the intro of the video, you'll see him up top there. Back there, we have the hatchling racks are hiding on the other side of the ARS rack than the big ARS rack you see. But even right up against the side of the monitor enclosure is our Freedom Breeder 70. So it's a work in progress. I'm hoping to add some more 70 series tubs this year as well. So I'm leaning towards the 70-30 from Freedom Breeder. We'll see. It really depends on how the year goes. I still have open slots in my rack, so I'm not really like tight on space, but I just like to have more. Watching me in the fights on split screen. Hell yeah, man. That sounds like a good night. Not to sound biased, but at least, you know, reptile live stream and fucking fight on the other screen. I feel honored for being on the split screen. Thanks, brother. Oh, shit. What do you know? The one and only Amanda, my babe, is in the chat. I tried to get her to come on tonight. She was like, no, fuck you. But it's okay. I still love you. How do you like it, Jerome? I'm kind of on the fence because I have the ARS and I have the Freedom Breeder, and I like them both for different reasons. So this might just be because I'm super, I don't know, anal OCD, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I don't like the welds on the Freedom Breeder on the front of the, I don't know why. It just throws me off. I think ARS has a cleaner look, right? But with that said, I've noticed Freedom Breeder has the most reliable thermostat. Their heat panels seem to be on point, and I do really love the pull-out ventilation. You know, the top covers, you can't pull the ARS, the tops out, so you got to be reaching back in there, or I found I use a Swiffer duster to clean it all off, or I'll wrap a towel on the duster and spray it with chloro and wipe it off that way. But you got to get way back in there. I like being able to pull those out, rinse them off super easily, just wipe them off, let them dry, throw them back in kind of thing. And I also like the fact that Freedom Breeder has the pull-out workbench. I just think it'd be really handy to have that workbench versus, you know, now I've been looking at the carts too, the rolling carts, but for now we've been throwing up a folding table when it comes to the cleaning days. And, you know, having to go back and forth, grab a tub, throw it on the table, grab tubs, swap snakes, you know, it gets, I don't know, repetitive having to come over here, grab the table, you know, bring it out, fold it out every single time. If I had a pull-out tray, or if ARS offered that and I had one on my 5040 over there, that would be great. So it's so weird. I'm at this, like, I don't know, hard decision between Freedom Breeder and ARS. Let's see, make sure I'm all caught up here. I've heard that about the rails. I do like that you can pull out the ventilation sheets. Also, Freedom Breeder tubs are easier to clean. Yeah, you know, I'm also kind of finding that. Now, I will say I wasn't sure if it's because I've had my ARS for, I think it was a little over a year longer than the Freedom Breeder rack, which is still fairly new. But I noticed, you know, after repetitive cleanings with the ARS tubs, I'm starting to get small scratches in the actual tubs. You know, and I don't use anything super abrasive to clean it. When we have stuck urates, I have what we call the poop spoon. That gets your clean urate. You know, I'll just pull that motherfucker. It's right here. So we use these to get hard urates out of the corners of the tubs. Just old shitty throwaway spoons that can literally be used for poop, wiped off and whatever. Never get food. But then we'll use these small, you know, the green scrubby pads. I'll spray the tubs down, you know, and then while they're wet, give them a slight scrub if absolutely needed to get that little bit of urate. But we're not scrubbing the fuck out of the tubs, but I did notice slight scratches appearing. I haven't noticed that with the Freedom Breeder tubs yet, and I clean them the same way. So I wasn't sure if it was just over time the tub was breaking down or the abrasion was doing something, you know, with repetitive cleaning, or if it was just the fact of the tub, you know, the material difference. There's definitely a material difference. I do notice though that, and again, I'm not sure if it's because it's the 70 series Freedom Breeders and the 50 series ARS, but I do notice that the Freedom Breeder tubs seem a little bit more like flexible, you know, like if here's the front and here's the back, you know, through the length, it's a little more flexible with the Freedom Breeder tubs than the ARS. But again, I'm not sure if that's just due to the larger tub size, as I don't have experience with the 70 series ARS. So I don't know. I've been having this like inner battle. I've been talking to a few friends about it. Like, what do I do? You know, I got a buddy who works for ARS. And then I just have, you know, a few friends in general who have either ARS or Freedom Breeder. And I've been asking them, and it's like all of us are kind of on the cusp about the exact same things, except for, of course, my buddy who works for ARS. I'm sure he would love me to buy ARS. Plastic putty knives from Harbor Freight. You know what? I got a Harbor Freight like 5 minutes up the hill from me. I'm gonna have to check them out. You know, maybe it is the spoons, but I mean, all of this is like super rounded and smooth, so I don't see why this would. I mean, there's no sharp like metal. I can pull my fingers all the way around there. Don't worry, guys. These have been sanitized and cleaned. But I think we all have a poop spoon. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to try new things. It kind of bugs me that the ARS tubs are getting those scuff marks. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just kind of anal like that. I want everything clean and nice. And I notice with the scuffs, you know, shit gets caught in there more on those few tubs that are getting those scuff marks. The urates even stick even more. So I do have to scrub now a tiny bit harder on those to even get them out. RLS poop spoon? No, I don't. Man, well, you know, I got two here. If you need a poop spoon, hit me. You'll get a poop spoon one of these days. No, I'm just fucking with you. But, you know, that's how we got the urates out of the corner of the tub, man. They lay in some big-ass fucking urates getting stuck to the corners. And get that shit out. Get that spoon in there. This has been my fix for no energy drinks and just trying to cut down on caffeine in general. Doesn't quite do the trick. Hey, thanks for jumping on, Angel, man. We'll catch up soon. We're gonna have to plan something out. Let's one of these days link up and you know, maybe blaze one down or something. Oh, Jesus, Tom. Reminds me of the community shit sponges the Romans used. Oh. So we actually, speaking of that, we have a rule where you need to wipe the spoon in between tubs. I'm huge on like cross-contamination and stuff. So although I do swap out tubs, I'm really big on when we spray and we clean, we leave the cleaner on there for the kill time. Amanda, or if my buddy Shane is still in here. Sorry, Shane, I did see your comment a little bit ago. Shane comes over and cleans with me. He's one of my best friends. We know each other outside of the snake world. We've worked together for years now. Like I said, just one of my best friends. He comes over and helps me clean, though, typically, you know, once or twice a week. And he'll tell you we wipe all the spoons off in between tubs for that exact reason. I know I'm probably way overkill on my cleaning methods and standards, but I just like things done a certain way. I don't know. I've done things a certain way, and since I've started doing things those ways, I haven't had issues with anything. So no reason to change it. You're right, babe. Sprite's good for the tum-tum. Gotta get that. You know. All right, you guys, shoot any more questions. If you have them out there, I'll be happy to answer them. Otherwise, I am going to end this stream fairly soon, just because I do have a few more of the large enclosures to clean and just get stuff done. And, you know, just to remind you guys, in case, you know, I see there's some more people on here. If you guys weren't here in the beginning, make sure you guys go check out thesnakenerd.com. You will find merch for the Snake Nerd Lounge, these balls and exotics of all different kinds. You know, I might be biased, but there's some fly ass shit up there, so you should check it out. On top of that, instead of having like a link tree like everybody's got, and including myself, I've, you know, until right now, I'm about to go change my links tree after this stream because I no longer need that. If you guys go to my website, thesnakenerd.com, you'll find links to our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Morph Market. It's all right there on the website, including the merch. You don't have to do anything else. Go to Available Snakes. It'll automatically redirect you right to my Morph Market store. Go to our gallery. It's automatically going to open up Instagram on your phone and go right to my page. I tried to make it as simple as I could for you guys. One-stop shop, everything you need, everything in regards to our social media, you will find on that website. And links, it's not even links. You guys don't have to click on the link. Literally, you go up to the title, click Available Snakes. It ain't going to do it's going to automatically pop open my Morph Market page for you. Done deal. Scroll down, you can see shit. You know, same thing as the Instagram. It's going to, like I said, it's going to automatically open up your app. Boom. If you're not already, smash that follow button because I'm really close to 1,500 and I would really like to hit 1,500 soon. And then hopefully we can strive for 2,500 after that mark. But let's get to 1,500, you know. And if you guys aren't already, you know, I got to say it, smash that like button on the YouTube video or the thumbs down for all I fucking care. Either way, it helps with the algorithm and it lets me know what you guys think of the video. You thought it was shit? Smash that thumbs down. I'm not going to be one of those guys who tells you to always smash the thumbs up. As much as I'd like you to smash that fucking thumbs up because I'm here and, you know, hanging out with you guys, you can smash the thumbs down. Either way, it fucking helps the algorithm. Hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get uploaded when we upload more content. It would really help a brother out. And we are almost at 600 subs. So doing that 1,000 sub push, you know, it's been a goal. I've been doing YouTube for a couple years now. It's been off or on, and I'll say I was very bad about consistent uploading at first. And man, going back and seeing some of my first videos, you know what, you guys can go back and watch some of my first videos. They fucking suck. And you guys can see the amount of growth, though, and work that, you know, Amanda and I have put in over the last few years. So you can see some really shitty videos and laugh at me and see the amount of growth to get to this point where we're at now. But, you know, even through those 3 years, and it was, like I said, it was my fault for not being consistent, but we haven't hit 1,000 subs yet. So I'd really like to hit 1,000 subs. It's not really like about the whole follower thing to me. It's just kind of like a milestone. You know, I set goals and I want to accomplish them. And that's one of the goals I set and I haven't accomplished yet. So smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. And exactly, Tom, better to be overkill than do less and suffer an issue. I'm just really particular. That's also one of the big reasons I keep most of my snakes on paper. Nothing wrong with substrate. I used it for a while. I just prefer to keep, you know, especially the babies, as far as balls or berms. on paper, but then, also the large constrictors on paper. I just feel it's a lot more sanitary. I'm able to change them right away. Say if, people have heard me say this before, and it's like I said, it's nothing against you guys who use substrate at all. There's a million ways to skin a cat, so to speak, for lack of better terms. There's always more than one way to do things. But in my experience with large constrictors, especially, let's just say that. Let's go with berms, okay? When a large berm takes a big old piss and you got a nice, good layer of substrate, as you should if you're using substrate, you're going to remove that urate. You're going to dry that little area. But little do you know, that piss is all under that dry repti chip on the other side. And you didn't know, because, you cleaned a whole wet spot. You wiped it all up. You even spot cleaned a little more of the excess, and you took it out and you wiped it all off with chloro or F10 or alcohol, whatever you use as a cleaner. We mainly use F10 and chlorhexidine, both SC and SCXD from F10, and the chloro we like to alternate. But you're going to, you spot clean it, you throw more substrate on it. Well, that underneath where that's all soaked and the bottom layer of repti chip is soaked, that is a breeding ground for bacteria. More so on the larger snakes. It's a lot easier to spot clean repti chip with, say, a ball python, but a berm, big berm, they're soaking half the fucking cage because they piss a goddamn lake. You come in and you're like, holy shit, is the Loch Ness Monster hiding inside that fucking lake? That's what I'm talking about when you have truly large snakes. I'm sure if Jackie's still in here, she can vouch for that. Retics are even worse, at least in my experience. But, that's just my 2 cents on it. So that's why I do things the way I do, man. I'll sure be getting a hoodie and beanie. Yep, you guys all got the link. It's ready. You can order stuff right now. I mean, whenever you guys are ready, it's there for you guys to enjoy. And if you get merch, we barely marked anything up. So, obviously there is a slight markup, but that's going to be going towards supporting this channel, supporting what we're doing, getting new camera equipment, new webcam, stuff like that, bringing you guys more streams, more, other content as well. And just, everything we got going on here. So you guys do know if you get merch, not only is it reasonably priced, but the little bit that is going to me is going to a good ass cause. So, and like I said before, it's some fly ass merch. You should check it out. I think it's pretty fucking dope. And I think you guys will too. So I think with that said, you guys, I am going to wrap it up here. I really appreciate all of you. I know I've said it, 2 or 3 times on this stream alone, but I'll say it again and again. I really do appreciate you guys for coming on here, spending your, Saturday nights hanging out with me. I know it's late for some of you guys over on the East Coast. My stream doesn't start till 10 p.m. and you guys are chilling in here hanging out with us. And that means the world. That's super awesome of you guys. And I just love communicating with you guys and sharing info and, getting to know one another. It really is one of the highlights of my week, is being able to sit here and stream with you guys. It truly is one of the best parts of my week, is just being able to do this and interact with everybody in more of a personal way than, say, messaging back and forth on, whatever, Facebook, IG, whatever. I love this interaction. So thank you guys so much. And also with that said, on top of the website, if you guys don't know, I do have a Discord server. So if you guys would like to be part of our Discord community, we've got, a nice small group for now, but we'd like to grow that with some really awesome people in it. Josh is in there. Kayla's in there. Mindy and Tom are in there. I mean, there's a bunch of people in the chat right now who are on that Discord. If you guys aren't a part of that Discord and would like to be, shoot me a message on Instagram. It's D's Balls and Exotics. You'll find us right there, or better yet, just go to thesnakenerd.com and click gallery and you'll be right to my IG and you can message me. So hit me up if you guys want to be part of that. It's going to be a really good community. It's growing, steadily. There's a topic in there for everybody, no matter what you want to talk about. And it's just another place for us to get to know each other a little bit more and learn from each other in a non-toxic environment, where we can also bullshit and poke fun at each other and talk stuff that's not reptile related and get to know each other that way as well. So hit me up about that. Again, you guys, smash that like button, smash the thumbs down if you really fucking hated it. Either way, it's cool. hit subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified when we upload more content. Check out thesnakenerd.com. And until next time, peace.